Montgomery County State's Attorney John McCarthy addressed the media this morning regarding the indictment of Tessier in the death of Wallen.
Good morning. Tyler Tessier, age 33 of Damascus, was indicted yesterday by the grand jury of Montgomery County with one count of murder. The victim in this case was Laura Elizabeth Wallen, a school teacher from Howard County who lived in Albany. She was 4 months pregnant when Ms. Wallen lost her life at the age of 31. The maximum penalty for the offense for which Mr. Tessier stands charged is life in prison. There is the possibility of the state seeking a sentence of life without the possibility of parole. There is a procedure that we use in my office before we file those notices. That process is still ongoing. And then if that notice was to be filed, the judge would have a sentencing option of life without the possibility of parole, should that notice come. A status conference in this matter is scheduled next Friday at 8:30 before Judge Cheryl McCarthy. The initial trial dates and motion dates and all relevant dates relative to this matter will be set at that time. We will tell you, just based on the history and the way in which these matters get set, we would anticipate that the initial trial date would be in approximately 4 months. Mr. Tessier is represented by Alan Wolf. Mr. Wolf is the head and lead public defender for Montgomery County. The state will be represented by myself and Donna Fenton and Mary Herdman, the two lawyers that are standing with me at this point in time. Both have been intimately involved in this investigation at every stage since the very beginning. There is a charging document that you have been provided in the packet here today. That charging document was a charging document that was actually drafted before the final identification of the remains that were found in the field in Clarksburg up by the Frederick County line. That charging document, which is in the public record, notes that the police were notified that Ms. Wallen was a missing person on September the 4th, 2017. That notification came from her sister. The last contact Ms. Wallen had with her family was on September the 3rd, and I will tell you that the indictment that was returned by the grand jury yesterday bears the date of September 3rd as our estimated time of her death.
McCarthy also spoke about why Tessier will not be facing further charges in connection with the death of Wallen's unborn child.
Many have asked about the fact that Ms. Wallen was 4 months pregnant at the time of her death. Her child was autopsied. The medical team established at the time of Ms. Wallen's murder, the child was 14 weeks old. Based on medical testimony, the child was not viable, independent of Ms. Wallen. Based on those medical findings and as a matter of law in Maryland, as a result, the defendant is not chargeable with a second count of murder related to the child. There has been exhaustive research done by my office on that topic, and I have provided you copies of the research and the law on that area so that you know that we are following the law as it exists in Maryland on that point. A person protectable under the law is a matter of definition under the law. So that definition would extend to all crimes, whether it was robbery or murder. The definition of a person for legal purposes, I understand how sensitive this question is that you're asking. We are bound to follow the law. And I don't think there's a different definition depending upon the crime.
Does Maryland law deal with the death of the fetus in any other law?
There are charges, there are things about improper disposal of a fetus. There are some criminal charges about the way in which you deal with or treat a fetus. But the answer, there are some laws related to fetuses, yes.
Would any of those be added on to this case?
Not in this instance, no. This is a murder case, and this is a murder case, and we intend to proceed with the grab. This is a very serious matter, a very serious charge, and our focus is on holding the person accountable for the murder of Laura Wallen.
Kevin O'Rourke for the Germantown Pulse.